us in our final month. We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Like 20, 23. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He got a permission to... No, this is in real life.
There, it'll be 2nd and 6.
Charges.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right, so they said they let him... They let him find another team he could play for that'll take that contract.
He's going to float this one deep
crazy.
Right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get each other right away.
Gordon is the reason why they are where they are now.
The conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't
They ain't got no playoffs without them, man.
But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
I said they're not going to make the playoffs like that.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
That's crazy.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's super dumb. Ain't my team, so ain't worried about it.
Mike 50. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike's 50.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
These niggas ain't got no rules.
And following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
I'm about it, this joke.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And an alley to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
What the fuck?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's
No, I'm talking about this Legion I'm playing in right now.
The 40.
He made that rule valid that you can do that.
Murray. Left side here, caught by Clay. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Move. Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. 26 Mike, 20. Let's go, back.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really...
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6. Here's 2nd and goal.
Every day, any day. Switch.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the others. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Safe.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Elliott. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Block 80! Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's make these babies cry.
Here's Roethlisberger. The 20. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Yep.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
What? Come on. Stop glitching my fucking kicking music, bro.
It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Let's go.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25.
Get my ball back.
Look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Well, he mad about that one.
Defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Just lead up to the season.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time.
We'll call it
picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed
Who is
to use
this
the
guy?
ground game to take some pressure off.
Played this garbage.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. This will be caught just inside the 10. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. From the 2 now. Second and goal. Roethlisberger.
Don't you do it.
Steps away. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Fat bastard.
Ben
Took off running.
Roethlisberger with his second touchdown here in this
Took
first
off the
half.
fatty.
As his guys are
Ben.
back within a single score.
Ain't even field goal.
I was just about to say
Ball don't
he missed
lie.
an extra
Wish he
point
was.
all season, but there it is. His first miss. No
Ball
good.
don't lie.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
She's down, man. Updates and hit drop. Tired of waiting on the damn lead.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime
Let's
Report.
get it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one out just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now they're in the second quarter now in Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. For Zeke, one of first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. Call it a loss of 14 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Peterson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Samuels. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready. Let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
10th carry now for Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it down.
Now a hit and a loose football. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
They'll try again with Elliott. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he fights his right in and not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Samuels. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Mike 54. Here we go.
They'll run with Samuels. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go. Turn the base. Let's go deep. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Here we go. Come on, D. Watch tight end. We got 4.
That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. But a nice carry.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check right. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Out. 5 down. 5 down. Stand up in.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.